Hi, and welcome to Conan Exiles Age of Calamitous. In this video, I'm going to show you where to find the location spots for the high-level thralls for the Vanghoul Clan. The Vanghoul Clan. So, that's going to be from T6 to T9. But before that, of course, just a quick check on the base stats for each of the high-level thralls. So let's start with the T6 for the Vanghoul Clan, the Vanghoul Captain. Base stats of 15 in Strength, 5 in Agility, and 10 in Vitality, with growth chance of 90% in Strength, 40% in Agility, and 75% in Vitality. Base hit point 6,720 at level 0, of course, with the damage multiplier of 1.98. Going to the Vanghoul Commander, which is the T7 for the Vanghoul Clan. Same initial attributes and growth chances with a higher base hit point of 7,500. Damage multiplier of 2.14. And next, going to the High Commander, the T8 of the Vanghoul Clan. Then again, the same initial stats as you can see, and the same growth chances, but a higher base hit point of 8,400, and damage multiplier of 2.48. And of course, the highest, the T9 of the Vanghoul Clan, the Warlord. The same base stats, just like the lower tiers, but with a very high base hit points of 9,840, and with the melee damage multiplier of 2.7. And to my experience, the most rare in terms of the spawn instance. I know that this is all, randomly generated, but boy, I had to wait for a very long time and scout the spawn locations over and over again, and got lucky to only find one so far with my hundreds of hours of gameplay. Unless you admin spawn it, which bears no challenge and might spoil your game experience. In the whole Exile map, there are only 2 camps where you can find the spawn locations of high-level thralls, here in M8 and here in J7. Though, there's one location that you can scout in an early game for some T1 and T2 Vanghoul fighters that you can tame. That location is right here in G4. So, in this spot, we have 3 potential T1 to T2 fighters, 1 Profession Thrall, and there should be 1 Bloodhound. So here we go. That's the Profession Thrall and a T1 fighter, and we have 2 T2 fighters. And the Bloodhound should be around here somewhere. Alright, right here. There's also a camp here in L6, right here, but in this location you only have grunts and no tameable fighters. So this is an important information that you must have, because this area, I think you have to visit to learn one of the magic that you can learn in Age of Calamitous. And also, we have one here, just right downhill from the J7 raid camp. So as you can see, just in front of the cave where the devotees or the followers of Sobek, you can see there's a patrol of grunts and no tameable thralls or fighters that you can find here. So again, maybe it's a good spot for leveling up, or if you want to farm the heart of Vanghoul for the bounty. So let's take a look at the first camp where tameable fighters are located. So here in M8. So I'm currently in cloak mode because Thrall camps are hostile. They're aggro, unlike the Elven and also the Stormhold, which are not aggro until they're attacked first. So I'm looking for the officer. There we go. So we have an officer Vanghoul fighter, and that's a captain. That's a T6. And also we have a crafter Thrall right here. This time it's alchemist, but it's randomly generated. And a combination of 8 T5 fighters and archers. And to make things worse, 3 bloodhounds at the same time. So if you're planning to get or snatch one of the officer Thralls T6 to T9, it's not going to be that easy. On to the last, but of course, totally not the least in terms of difficulty, the main raid camp for the Vanghoul Clan, where you can also find Nikada Bloodfist. So this is going to be a spoiler alert, especially for those who don't want to know yet and keep it a surprise on what's in the base. So probably this is something that you don't want to see. So on the right side, you have 2 archers and then 3 soldiers guarding the gate, and a combination of an archer and a soldier, or both soldiers sometimes, by the campfire. And then on the left side, on top of the rock right there, you have an archer, and then right straight ahead will be hounds by the prison. And in the prison you can find sometimes a merchant and a crafter Thrall from different factions. And then here we have a Vanghoul merchant, a haggler, and a worker as well. Vanghoul archer on the left side, and I think there's also 3 more on the left just by the ruins. And then you have grunts and Nikada in that inside the ruins. So you have to be very careful, because if you pull anyone from this part of the camp, pretty much everyone is going to aggro and will swarm at you. So this is the first T6 to T9 spawn point. We have a captain as of the moment. There we go. That's just an example on how they react to an attack from the southern part of the entrance. And then you have here where it's really, really crowded by fighters. You have 2 T6 to T9 spawn points. And not to mention bunch of grunts all over the place. If you go up here a little bit, where we usually find the Sand Reaper Queen from the vanilla Conan Exiles map, you will see soldiers guarding the gate. There are like 4 of them. And then 3 archers on the left. And then there will be 3 archers also on top of the hill, where the actual point for the Sand Reaper Queen, right there. And there's also an entrance here. And not only that, there are 3 bloodhounds guarding this area at the same time. And if you pull one of them, they aggro pretty much on you at the same time. So you need to be very, very precise, and you need to be very careful in pulling a soldier or an archer. So the number of companions, the number of thralls, and most importantly the level that you're on, it really depends on that, on how it's gonna turn out for you if you try to to invade this main camp. And to make matters worse, you have Nikada right there. He's going to get involved regardless if you come in from this part of the entrance or in the southern entrance. So the thing is that these three archers behind me, when you attack them, they will keep backing up. This is how the archers react when you attack them, and for that reason, there's no avoiding Nikata to get in the fight, and it will just make things a lot more difficult. So if ever you can avoid that from happening, if ever you attack this side of the camp, the three high level spawn points will definitely respond to your attack, and they're gonna pass through here, and then sometimes they're going to get stuck in the rocks right over here, and that will give you the opportunity to kill them in smaller groups at a time. And that is it for this guide, and if you want to see how I invaded this camp solo, I left a link in the description below if you want to see how I did it. Please leave a like if you find this guide helpful, and subscribe for more guides in the future. Thanks for watching, bye bye!